Okay, good. Wow. How the fuck do I turn that shit off? Notifications, I guess. Jesus, I won't be able to talk to y'all if it's going like that. Good Lord. For fuck's sake. Y'all are
Oh,
awesome. I
yeah,
cannot
Eli,
hear
there's a
anything besides a
settings,
bunch of dinging. I'm gonna
settings.
also stream it, y'all. So don't think like if you can't get in here, you're not gonna also stream it. I just need to be able to talk to you without the 1,000 dings.
Here, I'll tell you in a second, Eli. Hold on. Let you know here. If you
I'm
go
gonna go ahead
to
and just blame
settings,
Stanley, just blanket blame.
settings, notifications, user join, and user leave,
All
Eli.
right, roger that.
And that'll
Fuck
fix
it, we'll
that
do it live.
problem.
Okay, notifications. Setting notifications. User join, user leave. Roger that. Okay,
Yep.
thank God. Got it. Oh, sweet Jesus. That was like an assault on the senses. So hold on. I'm just gonna spin up the stream right quick. Again, so that anybody who can't make it in, hopefully it'll come up here. Y'all let me know if there's any kind of problem with the audio. If you need my mic to go up at all, is it good for Discord at least? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Okay. Respect. Good shit. Um. So this morning, when I woke up, again, I didn't change, didn't plan on anything to change. If it was a situation where something was going to change, I'd tell y'all. I mean, I believe those things that I say. I don't say those um, things not meaning them, and it's just easier for me that way. And I think it's always been that way, to just kind of say what you mean, rather than say something you don't mean and then have to try to remember that shit. For it's easier just to communicate with somebody and tell them how things are. Which is why I'm not afraid to come into Discord or to come on Twitch or whatever it happens to be and explain it to you, because I think people deserve to know. And I think more importantly, there have been a lot of people, that I've talked to today, and that was one of the reasons I canceled the stream, at least this afternoon stream, was I wanted the opportunity to talk to those people because they deserve to hear it from me. Um, I'm not a fool, and I know that as soon as kind of the word got out or whatever it was, there would be a situation where the individuals who benefit the most, I think, from myself leaving the community, would try to spin it in such a way that to make it seem as though some of those people who have put in so much time to be a part of it, uh, to spin it in such a way as to make them feel as though I had tried to leave them, which is not at all anywhere close to the truth. The reason that I do what it is that I do, the reason that I dedicated and dedicate so much time for those people that do spend time with us on the shift, or our subs, or in the Discord, um, send me tweets, those kinds of things. I do dedicate a lot of time to try to respond to those and answer as many questions as I can, and communicate as much as I can, because I do believe that we are a team. I do believe that family matters. I do believe that being someone that other people can trust is important. I believe that taking care of your people who trust you is important. I think those things, and it doesn't bother me if I'm the only one. I'm not afraid to go it alone. But I'll be honest, it's in that I have to give all the thanks in the world to SoE and to everyone who's been a part of it, even if they only played for a little while and we had a little bit of an interaction. SoE was a vehicle that allowed me an opportunity to meet people who think the way that I think, who believe that those things are still things that matter, that it's okay to care about other people, that it's okay to appreciate them, that it's okay to think about other people and not always just yourself, that sometimes it's more important to give than receive. And for that, I will always be very grateful to SoE, to Kelly, to Smitty, to Pro, to all the people that I've met there, and that I was able to form, a friendship with. You know, it wasn't something I ever expected to happen, and it wasn't anything that I think anybody could ever really plan for. And like I said, I was fine with going it by myself, but it turns out that I don't have to, which is a great fucking feeling. That there are other people who believe those things. That there are other people that are interested in doing something that may not be the way it was done, but for fuck's sake, it's the way it should be done. And I think it was to me, being in a position of authority is not about you. It's not about how much you can get or what you can get out of it. To me, it is a social contract that you enter into with people that trust you with that power, where you say to them, and this was the promise that I made when I took that job as an admin, that people would be treated fairly, that regardless of who they are or what they do for a living, they would have an opportunity to play, to be treated the same, to understand the rule of law, to be part of a community that felt as though they were really a part of it, not a community with a division between the governor and the governed. Communities don't work that way. They can't function that way. They won't grow that way. And that's true whether it's an internet game or whether it's life. And I think everybody that I've ever talked to has been part of something that started with good intentions and then changed to a point where they had to make a choice. And sometimes the right choice is not always the easy choice. And there's certainly been times in my life where I wished I could make the right choice, where if I could go back now and I would make that right choice. But that's part of, life and how it is. Life isn't fair and it's not easy. And life don't owe you a thing. And even more so, maybe it's designed to be hard. It's designed to be a test. We're not all, ain't nobody here going to be around forever. You get a small window of time, on the planet and with people that you love and you care about. And you get maybe a handful of chances to change somebody's life. And maybe you don't even know that you are getting that chance. But if you ignore it, or you say to yourself when you're faced with that decision, the most important thing is me, I think you miss a chance to be a part of something that is bigger than you, that you could never do by yourself. So today, again, when I logged in there, some changes have been made overnight. That basically, at least my feeling was, it put a person in a position that was not a position that was earned, a person that does not value trust, or equal treatment or any of those things. And I felt as though myself and Fincone specifically were kind of targeted um, because we were streamers now. I found out that my friend, who I respect very much, had resigned. That my other friend, again, that I respect very much, was under a lot of stress, and that this person had used that opportunity to advance himself. Um, and in my opinion, had done so selfishly. Fincone and myself were offered a largely ceremonial title, right? So as not to rock the boat of game admin, which I guess, had never really existed before. Our offices were removed from the staff channel. We were removed from the website as staff, and we were placed in our own little secluded area on the TeamSpeak, um, beneath this specific individual. It was my feeling. Again, it's not my community. I don't own it. I don't feel like the community revolves around me, but I did feel like at that point that it would be impossible for me to keep those promises that I have made to my teammates, to people that I trained to do the job on the server, to people that had trusted me and come to me for advice, for players that had asked me for opportunities, and people that I had promised a chance to be a part of a community, of a family where they would be treated equal, that the law applied to everyone in terms of the rules, that no matter who you are or where you're from or race, religion, creed, sex, age, whatever it is, if you had the will and the motivation to be a part of it, that you would be afforded that opportunity. And it was my feeling that I would be unable to honor that promise, that in this new role I would be incapable of keeping that promise. And the first thing I did was reach out to Kelly, and we spoke, and I think it to me it boiled down to a very simple decision. Either I could keep my head down, log in, do what I've been doing for the last couple weeks, and um, you know, keep doing the same thing, SoE family and family up, and having people come in and experience the shift, and grow my community, and not put the channel at risk by saying, well, by leaving. Um, and I think that would have been the easier choice, was to say, it's just easier not to rock the boat. And I think it's funny because this person that just so just hates my goddamn guts, and that good, good on him for whatever. I mean, I agree. We do not get along. We never really got along. We see things very differently. I think that what he believed was that what was most important to me, obviously it's most important to him, was to be, quote, famous, to be famous. And I think that he mistakenly believed that if given the opportunity to choose between me or we, that I would choose me. He fucking thought wrong. He thought wrong. I will choose family. I will, and I have chosen we. And that was why I made the decision that I made. In good conscience, I could not continue with the potential that someone else that trusts me would be put into a position where they might be possibly victimized or made to feel less than, and still kind of have my name like attached to that. I won't be a part of that. I've made that really clear. Anybody who ever asked me, I made that clear. And even though it was a very sad decision, I'll say, I mean, SoE has a very special place in my heart. And I will say this, I'm not mad at anybody at SoE, at anybody, even this guy who just so very much wants to kill me, who hates me so very much, who thinks that I'm everything that's wrong with the world. It's funny to me too, because he has said, I don't know how many times, that he believes that I don't deserve it, that I haven't earned it, that he's been on Twitch for X amount of years, or he's been doing this and I don't deserve it. And it's funny to me because I've never thought I did. There has never been a day when I woke up and said to myself, I deserve this. Never. So it's funny to me because this one person, and honestly, the people that think like him cannot get around that they believe that so wholeheartedly, that they are owed, that they deserve, that everyone who is a member, who made a Twitch account, who downloaded Discord, that everyone should be in their channel, that they should be quote unquote famous. They should be. They believe that. So that kind of just shows you how far away our thought processes were. You can't reason with someone like that. You cannot rationalize with someone like that. I wish everyone at SoE the best. I wish all of the players, especially people who have donated their time, their money, their effort, their talent, I wish them the best. I will not say anything bad about SoE, because in the end, SoE didn't make me leave. Kelly and Smitty are Full Tilt, and I know a lot of people have seen some negative things about Full Tilt. I know him as a person, and Full Tilt is a person who deals in honesty. That being said, Full Tilt is very similar to a lot of us, in the sense that if you're not going to be honest with Full Tilt, you can expect a certain response. I'll also say that politicking is not necessarily his area. But I will say this: the man says what he means, and he means what he says. But he was put in a very unfair position because this other individual who likely should have been removed, to be fair and honest and open, should likely have been removed, was still in a position of power, and somebody had to chaperone. Somebody had to make sure that that person did not overstep their bounds. And Full Tilt is a hammer. And to a hammer, everything looks like a nail. It'd be like grabbing a plumber and throwing some hospital scrubs on him and then saying, hey, go be a doctor for a day. You know what I mean? Like, the man can plumb anything you want. Like, you want some indoor, like you want a fucking jacuzzi, do it with a blindfold on. You ask him to do open heart surgery, you might end up with a few open heart patients who end up dead. And this morning, again, you know, with the changes that were made, I found out that this morning, even before I was able to ask about it, he had already resigned. Full Tilt had already resigned because of the changes that had been made. And I think, again, for me, it was an easy decision. If it comes to a decision about what's best for me or what's best for we, I will choose we. And I spoke with Fincone about it first. As y'all know, Fincone and I real close. I think of that man as a brother from another mother. I really do. So the first thing I did was text him, and we talked about it. And you know, I said something to Fincone that I don't mind repeating, and I mean it. If I will continue to do what I'm doing for as long as you allow me to do it. It is not my channel. It is not my Discord. It is yours. I'm here only because of other people. That's why I'm here. It's not because I think I'm better than anyone else or I think I deserve anything. It's because other people, the we, that some are so eager to throw aside, donated their money to provide an opportunity for me to be a part of it. That selflessness is why I'm here. It's the only reason. I mean, otherwise I would have never been able to meet half of the people that I've met, all the wonderful people that I've met. And I see some of these names going through in the chat. And I don't just mean the other content creators or the other streamers, the wonderful people in the chat, the people who email me from all over the world. You know, people who've been in an accident or they were injured while they were serving or who lost somebody. Or, you know, maybe you just had a bad day or, you know, your girl left you or your boyfriend or whatever it is, and you feel a little bit down. And, you know, it makes a little bit of a difference, maybe a little bit. You laugh a little bit, you know, maybe a little bit. And that's important. So I'll continue to do this for as long as I have the opportunity to do it. And if one day, you know, I wake up and I turn it on and there ain't nobody in there, That's okay. I'm fine with that. I know a lot of y'all read the interview that I gave about family, and I don't throw that word around lightly. My younger brother, who I love very much, sorry, Paul, apologize, y'all, um, was killed last year. Sorry, guys. Um, he was killed. He was in the army. Uh, and it broke my heart. It did. It changed me. And it ain't never gonna stop hurt. But it was a good reminder that when you care about people, you have to do what's right, even if you hurt some. Even if you hurt a lot. Even if you know it's gonna hurt. And none of this would have ever happened for me if it wasn't for him. Um, because it hurt so bad. One of those kinds of hurt where you wake up and just so goddamn sad. And I wanted to play GTA a lot because uh, it allowed me a chance to kind of go back in time to point in my life when he was still alive. And it was an escape. I'll be honest. I mean, just 100%. It was an escape. And it helped me every day. Uh, I get up and go through the routine, and I couldn't wait to play because it was an escape. It was almost like a drug, really. And the people that I was able to meet, um, and the community and everything became like a really huge part of what I was doing. And something like that is never anything you can get over. People say that, you'll get over it. You don't get over it, you get past it. Uh, my brother was a very good man. And uh, there was a part of me that felt like as his brother, I let him down. Um, you think about those times when you're kids and you're the older brother, and somebody picks on your little brother and you beat the ever loving shit out of him. And because that's your job. you know um, couldn't protect him. But you can't protect people. The world ain't designed like that. Even if you could put people that you love and you care about in a box where they'd be safe, safe for how long? That it don't matter. Life is a game that no one wins. It's something where you get a window to either make a difference or you don't. Either you touch people's lives or you don't. Either you choose the we or you choose the me. Um, I like to think that my brother was a man who, more often than not, chose the we. And still, even today, if I could trade places with him, I would. Um, but when I say family, I think of him. I think of my family, and that's just me being honest with y'all. And I apologize for getting emotional and everything. But I can't help it when I think about him. I do miss him very much. But when I say those things, to me, family means loyalty, means being honest. It means doing the right thing, especially when it's hard. It means you don't leave people. Sorry. It means you don't leave people behind. You don't do that. A rising tide lifts all boats. And I would rather leave a community that has meant the world to me. And I couldn't explain to y'all the decision without telling you why it did. I couldn't make that decision this morning, as difficult as it was. I couldn't make that decision easily. But I won't be a part of something where people who have given so much to so few, me, to give me an opportunity that I'm lucky to have, that I don't deserve, that maybe makes a difference. And if it makes a difference to one person, I would argue that that's enough. That's what I would say. That if it was all over tomorrow and I walked, got up to stream and there wasn't nobody in there. And I look at the list and all those people that have y'all. Of course, I would be Stanley in the middle of this. Like, why wouldn't it happen? Why wouldn't Stanley strike? Of course, the fucking internet goes out. Again, though, if I woke up tomorrow and turned on my gear and said, and saw that there wasn't anybody in there, nobody in the chat, right? If that happened, but I look at the list and I saw, 20,000 people, 30,000 people, 10,000, 5,000, whatever it is, in FinCone's chat or in Timex chat or Proxies or Bikemans or Bayo. Bucky, Saeed Black. And we go through the list of talented people who have dedicated their time, who've been there for others. I would be happy. That's real talk. So, again, what we're trying to do here, the we, is change the way things are done. I think that for far too long, and I don't really understand when it changed, maybe I just didn't notice, but for far too long, it has been very much about the me. How much can I get? I'll do whatever it takes. If it means breaking a promise, if it means stabbing somebody in the back, cutting their leg off from underneath them, then I'm going to do that so I can get mine. What we are trying to do, and when I say family, is make it okay, is make a team of people that feel like it's okay to respect other people, to honor their contribution, to build something that goes beyond doing something shitty to somebody that benefits you in the moment, to try to do things that benefit people. Even if they're small things to you, you don't know who it might make a difference for. To create a team and a community of like-minded people who genuinely believe that doing something with a clear conscience and with a dedication of purpose is worthwhile, whether it's 10 or 10,000 or 100,000 or a million viewers, that it's not about you. And it can't be that. It shouldn't be that. And, in speaking with the other content creators, the family of the people that I think of, and I certainly see all y'all, in their chats or in my chat, and, we throw the emotes and everything else. It's more than that. It ain't a game on the internet. Yeah, that's what is being shown on the screen, but there's an opportunity to do more than that. There are people that are coming to Twitch that ain't never heard of it before, that come for the first time, that see it on YouTube or on Facebook, and what they're seeing isn't a game. It's not the game that is pulling those people in. It's the relationships. You know what I mean? Like, what they're seeing is stories, people evolving, things changing, dramas being interjected in and out of there as mechanics of the game, but that's not necessarily what it is. It's not an audience that only wants to see GTA. I mean, for fuck's sake, no offense, Rockstar, the game's gorgeous, but it's old. It's an old game. I mean, I bought the sumbitch, I think, the day it came out. There ain't nothing new there. What's new is what we're doing, and we being the community, the chats, the content creators, where the old way of doing things, don't host this person, or don't do this, or don't do that, because they'll cannibalize your audience, or what about if they end up leaving and they take all your viewers away. I mean, first of all, y'all ain't my viewers. We are teammates, and that's the way I see it, is that you all trust me to do what I've told you I will do, and that is something that we share, that anybody on any team anywhere shares, whether it's a professional sports team or corporate fucking America. It's the same thing. If you play football and your position is lineman, you make a commitment to your other teammates, you're going to block. If you don't do your part, the team can't get where they need to go. And anybody will tell you that the machine does not function if a cog turns in the opposite way. I think that there's an opportunity to create something different. And if it starts with RP, fine. But if it grows beyond that, I say good on it. If it's a community that revolves around people being treated equal, with things being done right, even if it ain't easy, then I'll be a part of it. If it's not that, I won't. As simple as that. So in terms of, are we going to keep doing GTA RP? Fuck yeah, we will. We're going to continue locking up banana heads and people who break the law and burn other people's shit and steal their stuff and try to murder them and shit like that? Fuck yeah. If not us, then who? But I also think that this, even though scary and painful in terms of leaving a community, it had to be done, and it gives the we an opportunity to build something new, something that ain't never existed before, something that ain't RP. It ain't that. Something where everybody is welcome, don't matter what. If you don't create no content, you want to come on and play, you should be allowed. You should at least be given an opportunity, a mechanism to get there. You know, or let's say there's a stigma on you. Oh, that's an FPS shooter, or that's or a streamer. That's an RP streamer. That's a IRL streamer right there. Like, they don't belong here. Why the fuck not? It shouldn't be like that. And I think it's funny because the internet, when you see that, people are like, oh, that's just Twitch chat, or oh, that's just the internet. Like, oh, be careful. Why? Why does it have to be like that? And who's to say it has to? Just because you can, quote unquote, hide behind a moniker. Oh, nobody knows, who's behind Horsecock 7171. So I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to be the biggest piece of shit that I could possibly be. Just because you have that opportunity doesn't mean that's what you have to do or who you have to be. You don't have to. I think it's ironic that it should start in the place that most people think is the biggest dumpster fire. Oh, watch out for the hate. Watch out for that. Don't go there. They're going to say horrible shit. I think it's ironic that it should start there. That it's okay. That you can love where you're from, you can love what you're about, you can care about your family, you can fight for yours, you can believe in telling the truth, you can believe in being a loyal friend, you can believe in family first. You can believe all those things and not force people to believe it. It doesn't have to be you versus me. Even if people tell you it does, there's always room for the we. So again, the reason that, I canceled the stream today was because I wanted an opportunity to tell those people that earned the right to hear it from me that what I exactly just told y'all. I had the same conversation with the other members of the SoE family, the other content creators. Before this, I wanted to have the conversation with all the other officers and deputies that were working at SoE or were in the process or whatever. Unfortunately, the team speak was having some issues, or I would have done that. That's why I canceled it. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. More so than that, I'm not going to lash out. I'm not going to tweet negative things. I'm not going to say negative things. I'm not going to let other people's decisions and content of their character influence how I choose to behave. As far as I'm concerned, ain't shit changed. It's still family first. It's still we, not me. Maybe we change the address. But I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to stop fighting for mine. I'm not going to stop caring about my people. I'm not going to stop dealing with trolls. If they want to send it out, then they're going to get it back. And I'll do this for as long as y'all allow me to do it. Because I'm under no illusion that I in any way deserve what's happening or that I'm owed this. Every day I wake up, I feel like the luckiest motherfucker on the planet. I feel like I'm surrounded by people who are talented and selfless, and it's a great fucking feeling to have. And that's basically it. Again, sorry to ramble and all. I mean, good God. Sorry, I didn't realize I went on that long. And again, I apologize for being emotional. I can't help but think about, the things. That's just me being real with y'all. That's just me being real. Honesty is the best policy, I feel like. So for y'all that were curious about that, there it is. That's the truth. So it was a hard decision, but it was the right one, I feel like. So we'll figure it out. I know there's a lot of people that want to help, that like I said, are like-minded, that want to do that kind of thing. It's a lot of very talented people that want to help, coding and everything else. Bottom line is it's not the end. It's the beginning, y'all. That's what it really is. It's the beginning. And I think there's more than enough room to build something different. So that's what we'll be doing. That's what we'll be doing. Is we're going to build something different, something better, something that ain't never existed before. We're going to build the shit out of it. It's going to be fucking fantastic. So nobody panic. Everything's going to be good. I'll still do some streams. We'll do some squad and some Friday the 13th, whatever it is. I'm gonna hang with my people. I'm gonna hang with y'all. And we're gonna figure it out, but it's gonna be cool. I know that. Whatever we decide to do, it's gonna be cool. GTA RP ain't going nowhere else. But honestly, the game will change, y'all. And anybody who knows anything about games knows that. I mean, GTA 5 RP will be around for about maybe a year and 6 months after GTA 6 comes out, and it's going to be GTA 6 RP. It ain't about that. It ain't about the game. You know what I mean? Like, if we stay resolute in purpose, and as a team, as a family, we stay focused on that goal of including people, of recognizing their talent, of appreciating them, then we're going to get it back. We'll get it back. You get that kind of thing back. You know what I mean? So that's my feelings on it. I know that there's a lot of people that want to, like I said, help out. We're going to have those meetings. We're going to figure it out. We might go a couple days or maybe a week or whatever, how long it takes to, without some GTA content, but I'll still stream stuff, and, we'll still tell jokes and do all the things that we did. That decision, again, I made. I'm not asking anybody else to leave SoE. I very much value the time I spent there and people I got to meet. And it was a decision I made as a man, and I would hope and I would think, and I honestly, fuck it, I'll go beyond that. I believe that the people that are a part of this community, that think that the way I think, would behave in a way that is in line with those expectations. That, lashing out against them or negative tweets or whatever else. I mean, that's what somebody would do if they wanted to try to victimize somebody, if they wanted to try to punish someone. But that's not who we are. Do you know what I'm saying? The exit that we are going to make is going to be a gracious one that is thankful for the time that everyone put in to SoE and the relationships we made there, and conduct according to our code. That means not or for somebody else. That's not what we are. We don't even target people. Troll, whatever, they target themselves. If they bring it to us, we're going to handle business. Make no mistake. If they come into our house with that trash, we're going to beat 7 shades of shit out of them. I mean, I can give it as good as I can get. Make no mistake. You protect your own. If that means taking somebody down a peg or two, then we got to do it. What we won't do is take it to anybody else. We're not going to take it to their house and bring that kind of toxic ass shit. If somebody's interested in doing that, there's 15,000 other fucking communities you could possibly join that are about that. But anyway, I wanted to do this. I planned to do it. I just I guess people they were having some trouble with it. But I will say I did plan on doing this. Like I said, if you ain't ever been on shift with me before, ain't ever been in the Discord, I try to be as communicative as possible, answer as many questions as I possibly can, acknowledge the people that really truly make this special, and it ain't me. There isn't me. There is no me without the we. All right, so that's the real truth. Everything's gonna be okay. Don't panic. Streams ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. We're gonna figure it out together as a team. Okay. Do that. I won't let you down. Family. What? Eli Army. I see y'all out there. Army up. And I could not be prouder or more lucky and humbled to be a part of this team. 100%. 100%, y'all. You know, there's just so many. I don't even know if we could even possibly manage to even approach how questions could possibly be asked. Hopefully, I covered that. I mean, good God, an hour of me just rambling on and on. Hopefully, it answers a lot of questions that y'all would have had. I mean, I think the main takeaway is that don't worry about it. You know, don't worry about that. We're gonna decide it as a team. Ain't nothing changed. We're gonna figure it out. And every single day, we keep doing it the same possible way. We send the same message. We keep doing it the same way. And we'll see how it goes. You know, but I appreciate it. Uh, comes to a decision of me or we, I will choose the we. I choose family. So I appreciate y'all. Hopefully it won't be too long here. We'll get something squared away. I'll tweet it out, and then I'll see y'all whether we're gathering souls on the battlefield or up at Camp Crystal Lake. We're gonna do it. So much love to y'all. I will see y'all later on. I appreciate everybody that came out to kind of hang for a bit, and then again get the real story straight from me rather than the alternative. But I appreciate y'all. So so with that, I'll see y'all later on. All right, see you in a few hours. We'll cut the stream on. I'll let y'all know on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, then I'll let y'all know when I'm spinning it up. Okay, I appreciate you again. Thanks a lot, y'all. Later on.